Happy New Year! Yes guys, it is 2020, it is the beginning of a new year and a brand new decade. I just want to start by wishing you all a very happy new year. I hope that 2020 brings you all the luck in the world and all that cheesy stuff that everyone says on the 1st of January, and I hope that you all had a very Merry Christmas. Now, for those of you who do not know me, my name is Matthew, and this is my second channel on YouTube, so I'm not necessarily new to the game. But this channel is going to be taking a very different direction from my other channels, so if you are new, welcome. On this channel, things are going to be a little bit more personal than they are on my previous channel. Here, I'll be talking about my life. I'll be talking about my life and my mental health. I'll be talking about my sobriety. And I'll also be discussing the other things that I'm interested in, such as theatre, reading, and music. I may even do a little bit of craft, DIY, sort of upscaling, as I'm planning to do a few things with some new furniture that we have recently. And I'm probably also going to be talking a little bit more about charity shop finds that I have. Recently, all of my clothing purchases have come from charity shops. I've been spending a lot of time digging around and buying new things, not just clothes, but also furniture and little knickknacks and trinkets that we can keep around the house. This jumper I purchased from White Rose in Nottingham City Centre, where we've actually found a lot of really great stuff. Guys, if you're in Nottingham, you need to check out one of the several White Rose shops that they are. They are treasure trove for clothing. Also, don't forget to check out your local charity shops in your areas. You will find some really good hidden gems, some really wacky and out there clothing, but some really beautiful things as well that you can add to your wardrobe and stylize with other items. Don't worry, I'm not going to be a fashion blogger. I do not have that expertise. I do not have that insight. That would be a complete waste of yours and my time. Now, with the new year, often people start with New Year's resolutions, and if I'm honest, I've not really been one for New Year's resolutions in the past. However, this year I have set myself a few goals. And January is a time of year when everyone starts to think about what they're going to do differently that will make their life maybe a little bit better or easier this year. If I'm honest, I don't think that it needs to be a brand new year for you to make changes in your life. Every day is an opportunity for you to start fresh if you feel like that's what you want to do. It doesn't necessarily have to be the first day of a month, the first day of a week, the first day of the year. Any day is an opportunity for us to take a look at our lives. If there's something we're not happy with, we can then do something about it. However, that being said, this year there are a few things that starting from the beginning of January I'm hoping to do. This list isn't in any particular order, it's just a few things that I've been thinking about over the recent weeks that I'd really like to focus on and really get started in January. The first thing is driving. I have been learning to drive on and off since the age of 17, and last year I turned 30. Honestly, there's a number of different reasons as to why I've not yet passed my driving test. One thing is that I can to some degree drive. I'm quite comfortable driving, but I haven't had enough practice in the long term. Last year I actually did my theory test and I failed it by 1 point, and I'm kind of a bitter person like that, so I just was like, nope, I'm done, I'm not doing it anymore, I don't like it. That was irrational. I know that now. I need to be a bit more focused, I think. I need to do just a tiny little bit more research by the sounds of it. Just one more question and I would have passed, and I probably may have already passed my driving test by now, but I kind of threw my toys out of the pram, cried a little bit, and then I've kind of got no further forward. So the 4th of January I had my first driving lesson. I don't want to set myself a time scale, but I want to stay dedicated and fixed on it. Now that we've got Bobby, travelling when we need to take her somewhere with us is a bit more complicated. She is really good on trains, but if we can't get a train somewhere, then it's kind of hard to get her anywhere. You know, coaches don't really let dogs on, so that really means that if the train isn't an option, we're screwed. We do have many great friends who have offered to take care of Bobby and who have in the past, and we are really grateful for them, but sometimes it's nice to bring her along for the journey. I also have nieces and nephews who I sort of miss growing up a little bit because I live a little bit away from them, and whilst it is only a 2-hour drive to get to them, it is actually considerably longer when you have to get a coach. Another thing that I want to do this year that I'm probably not going to do is get back into going to the gym. The gym is literally out my front door. I open my front door, I can see the gym. The entrance is right there. There's absolutely no excuse for me not to go to the gym. I just don't. I got into it, I was really going, I started to feel like I was changing, I put on a little bit of muscle weight, and now I've stopped going, that's just fat. I really do want to try get back into the swing of it. For multiple reasons. One, for my physical health, and two, for my mental health. I do feel that when I've gone to the gym, I feel a bit better about myself. I feel like I've accomplished something. Even though whilst I am at the gym, I feel like a tit and that it looks like I have absolutely no idea whatsoever what I'm doing. That is probably very, very true. I'm not going to beat myself up if I end up not going to the gym because I don't feel like I'm going to achieve anything by that. Whilst going to the gym may help me feel better and maybe look better and have better physical health, if I don't go, beating myself up about it isn't going to make me feel particularly great either. So we're just going to sort of see how we get on with this one. Bobby. No. Now, the next one you might think is a little silly, but I really want to get better at wishing people happy birthday. Facebook reminds me when people have birthdays, people who are close and dear to me, who I don't really get to see that often because of living far away from them or other situations, and I'm really, really bad at doing it. I will see that it's their birthday, because I'm going to be honest, without Facebook reminding me of when people's birthdays was, there's no chance that I'm going to remember. I'm awful with birthdays. But even when Facebook tells me it's your birthday, I will make a mental note that I should wish you a happy birthday, and then I don't. So I must get better at that. And sending cards to close friends and family. Guys, I do mean to. Sometimes I even buy the cards. The amount of cards that I've bought, writ out, and then just never posted that I've chucked away like months later is unreal. I actually have a birthday card here for my Auntie Linda, who I was in the same room as on our birthday that we share. I don't know how it didn't get to her. It just, mind blank. The next thing is that I want to eat better. Now, last year I decided to give up alcohol and I found that a great change in my life. But one thing that people kept on telling me was that my skin would be glowing and beautiful and that the spots would all go away. That has not happened and I'm pissed about it. The reason it's not happened is because I have replaced alcohol with sugar and I eat biscuits and sweets and chocolate and ice cream. Oh my god, so much ice cream in the past 12 months. So I'm going to try and eat better. I need to stop eating high sugar content food because that is why my skin does not look nice. Listen, if you give up alcohol, if you're doing dry January, anything like that, please remember that just by giving up alcohol doesn't mean that everything that people say you will feel better about is going to go away. Giving up alcohol does not mean that you're not going to get ill. That will happen, but you will recover quicker. Spots are not going to go away because as soon as you give up alcohol, you have to suddenly start filling that void with something, and that's sugar. There are healthy alternatives out there and I will find them and I will do my best, but my god, it's going to be hard. And finally, one more thing I'd like to do this year that we did start to do a bit at the end of last year, and it kind of comes back to what I was just saying about charity shops, is I would like to shop locally more. Now, I'm quite lucky. I live in an area with lots of local shops and lots of small businesses that sell amazing products, and I really do want to get out there more often and look at their goods. Now, I'm not saying that people shouldn't go out to big stores and brands and buy their nice clothes and, fancy bits of equipment. Absolutely, please do. That's fantastic. If you work hard, you are welcome to treat yourself to those things. But also take a look around your local area. Not just for food, but also for little knickknacks, stuff around the house, cards, There's a fantastic shop down the road from us that's brilliant for gifts, and we've got so many gifts for our friends and family there this year. And those are my resolutions for this year. Let's have a look next year and see how well that went on. I'm so excited for 2020. 2019 was a great year for me, don't get me wrong, it had its low points, but if I just take a look at it as a snapshot, it was a great year. I got to travel to Australia, which was a fantastic experience. James and me had a lot of firsts. We moved into our first apartment, which we absolutely love, and we went on our first holiday to Croatia. If anybody's looking for holiday ideas for 2020, go to Dubrovnik. Fantastic, beautiful city, especially if you're a Game of Thrones fan. Lots of history there. I'm not, but there were lots of people who were. Bobby also came into our life, saw it for a second time for me. She was my sister's dog, and now she lives with us, and we're very happy to have her. There was also many other great shows that we got to see and also take part in. So let's see what 2020 brings. To my friends and family and to anyone watching, again, a happy new year. If you did enjoy my video, please leave a like and subscribe. It will really help support the channel. And I will be back. I'm planning every Wednesday with a brand new video. I'm hoping that that is a realistic goal. Touch wood, we can keep to that and it's not going to be a problem. But again, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye now.